had somebody in the room who let me know that Jamie had a blood clot in his brain after he got the shot. He did not want the shot, but the movie he was on, he was pressured to get it.
Show your face. Show your face, please, with sugar on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookah_anonymous_. Alright, we're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookah_anonymous_. Alright, now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, finally, an update has come out about Jamie Foxx's health. And from the jump, y'all, I'ma just say that something isn't adding up. I know you're like, Hookah, here you go with your bullcrap, but just hear me out, man. The daughter has been updating us, and despite one group of people saying that something is wrong with Jamie Foxx in the blogs, then people telling us that they're not sure if he's going to make it, to his own daughter saying that he's okay and has been out the hospital and just doing fine. Something isn't making sense. So that's what I want to get into, because I feel there's some foul play going on. Is it a coincidence that he was on the set of his latest movie, you know, calling cops and saying they're trying to kill me? And then days later, he's having a quote unquote medical complication where they didn't even know where it came from for weeks. You know, to the point where they say they had to literally revive him back to life, meaning that he pretty much died and came back. You know, is that such a coincidence, man? I don't know. But one thing's for sure, ever since Jamie Foxx has been hospitalized, things haven't been making sense and a whole bunch of confusion has been upon us. Now, reports came out today from a close source by a journalist by the name of AJ Benza, who says that he's very well connected to someone very close to Jamie Foxx. Now, he stated that despite doctors not knowing for sure what was wrong with him for weeks, sources say Jamie Foxx suffered medical complications allegedly due to receiving the C-19 vax. Now, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that. They're saying that after being hospitalized for weeks, it was due to a blood clot that formed on his brain due to the shot, which ultimately have led to Jamie Foxx being partially blind and paralyzed. Now, allegedly, Jamie Foxx was forced to take the jab due to the movie he was starring in called Back in Action, which was also supposed to serve as Cameron Diaz's comeback movie. Now, AJ Benza says that Jamie Foxx was totally against taking the shot, was pressured and forced to take it due to it being a requirement on set. So, in a nutshell, we're now being told that Jamie Foxx is partially blind and paralyzed, and all of this has stemmed from the C-19 shot. Now, we got our own opinions on the jab and have been very vocal on it in the past, but you know that there's consequences whenever you speak against it. However, Ice Cube have also informed us during a radio interview with Big Boy that he turned down $9 million to be in a movie due to one of his requirements involving him having to get vaccinated. Now, here's what he had to say.
I turned down a movie because I didn't want to get the motherfucking jab. You know, I turned down $9 million because I didn't want to get the jab. The jab. And y'all for trying to make me get it.
Now, he's not alone. Steve Burden, Ingo Rademacher, Rockman Dunbar, Andrea Bordeaux, and Laura Osnes are also amongst those that refused the vax and was let go of the initial role they were set to star in. Now, we do know that since the vax have came out, it's been word about it leading to complications within individuals, sometimes even death. But something tells me that it may be even deeper. You know, I find it strange how this medical complication just so happens to come right after Jamie Foxx fired some of his staff and also accused one of the Netflix staff members of stealing from him, and then called the cops saying they are trying to kill me. So what happened to all that? Why we no longer hear about what went down between him and the Netflix staff member who stole from him? How come we don't hear about why he said they are trying to kill him? And why haven't we found out who they are? You know, then why are we being told in one breath that he's okay? Then in the next breath, we hear that he's not and he's fighting for his life. It's confusion. And we all know that the devil, right? The devil is the master of confusion. I always tell y'all, if it's any type of confusion involved in it, usually it's a lie. You know, because the truth is one way. Simple. You have individuals saying that they spoke to him. The next thing you know, we hearing he's in a coma. It's not making sense. Then if it is true that he got a blood clot on his brain, which led to him being partially blind and paralyzed, why are his quote unquote friends saying that he's okay? You know, why is his daughter saying he's okay? Because clearly he's not okay. You know, if you paralyzed, you partially blind, you got a blood clot on your brain, then to be honest with you, something like that means you only have a matter of time. Why aren't we hearing any of this? But instead, we're being told he's okay. I don't want to hear, oh, Jamie Foxx is usually a private person, so that's why. Nah, it doesn't make sense. Because guess what? I don't care how private he is. If you don't alert his fans that something severe like this is happening with him and he just passes away, then what? Then you're going to be known as a liar because the whole time he wasn't okay. Right? Now, let's say all of this was because of the C-19 shot. What does that say about the rest of the people who took the shot? You know, because the media love to tell us that the shot is absolutely safe, even though we know it's not, and also encourage us to get boosters and the whole 9 yards. So if it is in fact true that all of this happened to him all because he took that shot, then what are they really telling us? You see what I'm saying? You get where I'm going? But once again, I'm not going to get too deep into that because when you do, weird things start happening to people's videos and whatever. We're going to just leave it at that. But what I would say is this, right? The fact that the shot isn't mandatory or the testing isn't mandatory, I find it weird how they're getting away with making the shot mandatory still to this day on the set of movies. You know, it's not right. It's not fair. But once again, like I said, I feel it's a lot going on behind the scenes that we may not know about, that may be trying to cover up. Because once again, it makes no sense how one day he's telling us that, you know, they're trying to kill him. He's calling the cops. People are offering watches and the whole 9 yards, you know, and jewelry as collateral for whatever they try to take. To next you know, he's having a medical complication out of nowhere and nobody's able to find out what happened to him for weeks. You know, not a day or two, not just a week, but weeks. I think actually a month. You know, nobody knew what was wrong with him. So, like I said, I personally feel that, but y'all let me know how y'all feel, man. So far, this is just the update that we got. This is what they're saying allegedly happened to Jamie Foxx. As we wrap it up, they're saying that he's paralyzed. I don't know if it's from the waist down or his whole body or maybe one side of his body. They didn't specify. But what AJ Benza did say, he said that he has a blood clot on his brain. You know, he's partially blind and paralyzed. So that's very concerning, man. But let's see what comes out of it. Oh, and before we go, right, because you know I don't like to be biased. You know I like to weigh both sides of the spectrum. And I want y'all to come to your own opinion when it comes to certain things like this. Now, let's give a little back lesson about AJ Benza. All right. Y'all remember Harvey Weinstein, the big exec from Hollywood who was accused of sexually assaulting all these actresses and women, right? Back then, I believe in 2023, Benza was actually conspiring with Harvey Weinstein to allegedly put out fake gossip and, you know, fake reports out there so people could kind of shy away from what Harvey had going on and take to the allegations of these other gossip stories that AJ Benza was putting out there. All right. Now, if you go to Harvey Weinstein's, I think it's his Wikipedia, when they talk about his allegations and stuff, there's a certain part where it says, quote, in 2023, Benza became aware of Harvey Weinstein's affair with Georgina Chapman while he was married to his first wife. Upon discovering this information, Benza offered to provide Weinstein with gossip that would draw attention away from his affair. This was the beginning of a partnership between the two to preserve Weinstein's name. When sexual harassment allegations against Weinstein began reaching the press in 2017, Weinstein reached out to Benza asking for his help. He discussed paying Benza up to $20,000 a month to investigate the claims made against him. Weinstein did not follow up on this offer. But the fact that it could have been a thing, the fact that, it was going to happen or whatever the case may be, that just, I just want you guys to feel comfortable with who we're talking about. I want you guys to know about these guys because it's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, man. It's a lot of things being said. Once again, I think it was a foul play. I don't know whether it was because of the shot or what, but I just think it was some type of foul play that was involved that they're not talking about because, once again, it's a coincidence that he said that they are trying to kill him, and he fired his staff, and then days later he has a medical complication, so I don't know. Y'all jump in the comments, let me know what y'all feel about this. Do y'all think it was really the shot, or maybe some foul plays going on here behind the scenes and they're trying to just cover it up? All right, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. I'm out.